So one last question. So you are in the unique situation and position where you are a mental coach on the team. So we do that virtually, but you're also in the coach, like coaching cheer teams and working in the gym with gymnasts and cheerleaders. So what are some tips for coaches who maybe don't have that mental skills training? Like, what do you do differently because you do have that knowledge in the gym? So your top 3 tips for coaches in the gym.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like a lot of the times when athletes aren't doing things, they apologize. And I always say, like, there's nothing to apologize about. Like, they think I'm not doing something and I feel bad because I'm wasting their time. And that's not the case. So, having that patience and understanding that, like, some days you're going to spot that whole practice, that whole private lesson versus other days they might be ready. They'll tell you when they're ready, type of thing. But understanding like there's trust and patience with that. And if you continue to give them what they need to work towards it, it's going to help them trust themselves. So don't feel like you have to like keep progressing, because the goal is to get them to want to progress themselves, to get them to want to be like, hey, can you actually spot less this time? Like, I love when my athletes ask me to do that, when they're like, hey, can you spot a little bit less this time? Because that means they're feeling confident versus me. Sometimes I'll probe it, and that's fine too, where it's like, hey, like, I'm not doing much. Do you think I can do a one-hand spot? And they're like, okay, yeah. So both are a great thing, but continue to give them what they're asking for and don't just surprise them. So that goes back to my last topic that we were talking about. Like, if you say you're going to spot them and they make it clear that they don't like to be surprised, make sure you're actually spotting them, because that's where the trust gets built up. Because I hear a lot of the times, well, this coach said they were going to spot me and they didn't. So now I always ask my coach 5 times if they're going to spot me. And that's where you'll see that frustration between the athlete and the coach, because the coach is like, come on, I told you I'm spotting you, just go. And that's where, like, that's when they might be apologizing. Like, I'm sorry. But it's like there's a reason why there's that distrust. So commit to what they want you to do. If you're spotting, spot. If they say surprise you, that's a different story. Being patient, helping coming up with a plan. So like have them be part of the plan with you, not just you saying this is what we're doing today, which if you have an idea, that's not a bad thing. But I would say giving choices, like, what do you feel today? Or like, I want to see if we can get to doing a back handspring on the floor spotted. What are like 2 steps that you would want to take beforehand? Like that could be going on the tumble track and then going on the wedge. So like things like that where you're like, oh, well, I was thought we wanted to do on a crash mat versus a wedge. So like seeing that the wedge is actually going to help them, that's where that communication is key, because they're going to give you their input. Um, and then I would say for corrections, this is a big one. Try not to tell them necessarily what they're doing wrong without telling them how to fix it. So your head's out. That was bad. Your legs are bent. It was ugly. Those are not helping you. So I encourage my athletes, because we can't control what our coaches say, but we can control what we hear. So if they say like your head was out, okay, what do you want to do? Keep your head in, spot for the wall. So that's going to be more helpful of keep your head in, spot for the wall, than don't throw my head out. So thinking about ways like, okay, like that time your legs were super bent. So this time when you jump, I want you to think about locking through your kneecaps. So it's just the way you frame things can actually help their brain a lot more than thinking of what they don't want to do. So help them take that extra step into what they do want to do.
I love that. So you have so much, coaches have so much pressure on them in the gym. Like there's a million different things, but it really is just taking that extra second to put the ego aside, put your challenges and the pressure that you have as a coach just to the side, and just empower your athletes. Like lean on them and help build them up more than just what skills do we need for a call, right? So I love that. Awesome.